Hey friends, imagine waking up every morning with a clear sense of purpose, knowing exactly what actions will move you closer to your biggest dreams. Now, what if I told you that success isn't reserved for the lucky or the gifted? It's for those who master the small, daily actions we call habits. Now, the truth is, habits are the difference between staying stuck where you are and propelling yourself towards the life you've always envisioned. But the real question is, how do you build habits so unshakable that they become second nature? Well, today I'm going to share the science-backed strategies that will help you create unbreakable habits that can transform your life and lead to your goals. Now, habits are quite literally the building blocks of success, but they aren't just abstract concepts. They are neurological pathways in the brain that become stronger the more they are used. Now, researchers have found that habits are formed through a process called chunking, where the brain groups actions together and executes them with little conscious thought. This means that with enough repetition, your brain can turn any behavior into a nearly automatic action. So, how do we create habits that stick and actually lead to our goals? Well, one of the most powerful methods for building new habits is habit stacking. Now, this is a concept popularized by behavioral psychologist B.J. Fogg and further developed by author James Clear in his book Atomic Habits. Habit stacking leverages the brain's tendency to link new information to existing frameworks. So the idea is simple. Take a habit you already do automatically, like brushing your teeth or drinking coffee in the morning, and attach a new habit to it. For example, if you want to start meditating, do it right after your morning coffee. The established habit, coffee, acts as a cue for the new habit, meditation, making it easier for your brain to adopt the new behavior. Now, science shows that linking a new habit to an existing one increases the likelihood that it will stick because it triggers a behavior chain. Now, your brain craves routine, and habit stacking leverages this tendency. Another critical component of building unbreakable habits is accountability. Now, studies show that the likelihood of sticking to a goal increases by up to 65% when you commit it to someone else. If you add regular follow-ups with this person, your chance of success skyrockets to 95%. Why? Because human beings are social creatures, and we don't want to let others down. The brain increases dopamine, the feel-good hormone, when we receive positive reinforcement from others. Now, this makes us want to repeat the behavior. And accountability partners, whether they're friends, mentors, or even digital communities, provide the extra push you need when your internal motivation falters. Now, having someone to check in with adds social pressure, but also moral support. So it's not about just having someone to answer to. It's about having someone to cheer you on during your wins and pick you up during setbacks. Now, building unbreakable habits also means embracing the idea of small wins and micro habits. Now, the human brain is wired in response to progress. So neuroscientists have discovered that every time we experience a small win, the brain releases dopamine, which boosts motivation and keeps us on track. This is why setting large, vague goals often leads to failure. The brain struggles to see progress and thus lacks the motivation to keep going. So start with micro habits, tiny, manageable actions that are so small they seem almost trivial. For example, if your goal is to read more, start by reading just 1 page per day. Now, this may seem insignificant, but over time, this small action builds momentum. And as you complete each micro habit, the dopamine release in your brain reinforces the behavior, making it more likely that you'll keep going. So soon, 1 page turns into a chapter, and a chapter turns into a book. Finally, understand that success isn't about what you do once, it's about what you do consistently. Neuroscientists studying habit formation have found that it takes an average of 66 days to form a new habit. But here's the key. Those habits are not built by grand gestures, but by showing up day after day. No matter how small the action may seem, the brain craves consistency. Each time you repeat a behavior, you strengthen the neural pathway associated with that habit, making it easier and more automatic over time. Now, it's easy to fall into the trap of thinking that you need a massive overhaul to make a difference in your life, but research shows that incremental progress is more sustainable. Think of it like compound interest. Just as your money grows exponentially with time, so do your habits. Small, consistent actions lead to massive results. But you must show up every day to see that magic unfold. So, now that you understand the science behind unbreakable habits, the question remains, what will you do with this knowledge? Will you take that first small step today? Will you commit to building habits that will carry you towards your goals without fail? You know, habits aren't about overnight success. They're about daily commitment, a slow and steady build that transforms your life over time. So ask yourself, what is one habit you can start today? Remember, the power to build the life you've always dreamed of is already within you. One habit at a time, you can build that life. The only thing standing between you and your dreams is your decision to start. Today's a good day to start. Let's get our shoes on, get moving, start taking some action today. I believe in you, and you know what? If anybody can do it, you can. I care about you so much that I'll be back tomorrow with some more great information. Let's keep this train rolling down the track, okay? Have a beautiful day.